Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the PSSR exit exam question answer. So we will be discussing about the what are the format of the exit exam of the PSSR course and what type of question will come in the exit exam. So basically we will discuss this, and whatever the question we are going to discuss, that is already asked in the previous paper. So actually in the exit exam the questions are repeating. So it may possible that this question can come in your exam, so be careful and watch the video full, then only you will understand. Okay, we'll start with the question number 1. Immersion suits can be unpacked and done within option A 2 minutes, option B 3 minutes, option C 4 minutes, option D 5 minutes. So the right answer will be the option A 2 minutes. So immersion suits you have to done means that you have to wear within the 2 minutes whenever it is requirement of the wearing of the immersion suit. So you have to wear within the 2 minutes. Now question number 2. You are standing the wheel watch when you hear the cry main overboard starboard side. You should instinctively option A give full right rudder, option B give full left rudder, option C put the rudder amidship, option D throw a life ring to mark the spot. So the right answer will be the give full right rudder. So if your any person is fall overboard, then in the starboard side, then you should turn your ship to the starboard side only, because it will move away your propeller, so that the person who has fall down, they will be not come in the contact with the propeller. So basically this is the maneuvering characteristics in that. So according to that you have to give the full right rudder. Question number 3. The revolving drum of a windlass which is used to handle lines is called a wrapping drum. Option B lines drum, option C dog clutch, option D gypsy. So the right answer will be the wrapping drum. Question number 4. What bare minimum should be done before working on electrical equipment? So the option A is the open the equipment and commence work. Option B switch off the mains and start working. Option C complete electrical isolation checklist. Option D none. So the right answer will be option C complete electrical isolation checklist. Question number 5. What is the international signal for man overboard? Option A repeated raising and lowering of arms. Option B 3 short blasts on the whistle. Option C 3 long blasts followed by 3 short blasts on the whistle. Option D 3 long blasts on the whistle. So the right answer will be the option D 3 long blasts on the whistle. Now question number 6. A short and prolonged blast 3 times overrun the ship horn indicated abandon ship. So this statement is true or false, that basically we have to look. Then option A is the true, option B is the false, but the right answer will be the option B false, because abandon ship is indicated by the giving the verbal order of the master. Question number 7. Information on safety and hazards control practice and procedure on a vessel is described in option A your employment contract, option B the vessel logbook, option C the instruction written on life buoy, option D the vessel safety management manual. So the right answer will be the option D vessel safety management manual. So the whatever the safety hazards and practice, or whatever the precaution we should take and what are the instruction we should follow, that is generally given in the vessel safety management manual, and that is the SMS also. So the in that it is given. So the right answer will be the option D. Now question number 8. Safety equipment is checked by the crew. Option A before and during each voyage. Option B only at annual surveys. Option C not the responsibility of the crew. Option D if it is damaged. So the right answer will be before and during each voyage. So all the safety equipment will be checked, and it is compulsory to check before and after during each voyage. Now question number 9. When securing the accommodation for sea, empty lockers don't need to be closed. Option A true, option B false. So the right answer will be the false. Question number 10. What is the remedy to save face from spark generated during welding and grinding? Option A goggles, option B helmets, Option C, face shield. Option D, nose mask. So the right answer will be face shield. So the face, of course, when you are grinding and welding or any hot work you are doing, so in that you have to save only the face shield only can save you from the spark to your face. Generally, the welders, fitters, they are using on the ship. Question number 11. Which is the life-saving signal for this is the best place to land? Option A, orange smoke signal. Option B, red star rocket. Option C, horizontal motion of a flag. Option D, green star rocket. So the right answer is the D, green star rocket. Now question number 12. Where would you find details of your task and duties in case of an emergency? Option A, in the master list. Option B, on the poster at the lifeboat station. Option C, in notice posted in mess room, recreation rooms, etc. Option D, in notices posted in the crew cabin. So the right answer will be the in the master list. Option A, in the master list you will find your duties and the whatever the duties in case of the any emergency. Question number 13. Reporting near misses is encouraged under which maritime instrument? Option A, Code of Safe Working Practice. Option B, ISM code. Option C, SOLAS chapter 2. Option D, all of the above. So the right answer will be the option B, ISM code. So in the ISM code, the near miss and the reporting, that is the given. Question number 14. An emergency station list should be displayed on any vessel with more than option A, 4 crew members. Option B, 10 crew members. Option C, 3 crew members. Option D, 1 crew members. So the right answer will be the option A, 4 crew members. Now question number 15. What is a ship contingency plan? So the option A, the plan for the next voyage. Option B, the loading plan for hazardous cargo. Option C, the plan for safety preparedness. Option D, the plan for maintenance and repair of safety equipment. So the right answer will be option C, the plan for safety preparedness. Question number 16. Warning signal information for restricted areas and emergency procedures. Option A, only apply to passengers. Option B, should be known and implemented. Option C, can be removed if they are in the way. Option D, are found in every compartment of the vessel. So the right answer will be option B, should be known and implemented. Now question number 17. Body language includes a person's eye contact, smile, frown, etc. that convey. Option A, message. Option B, information. Option C, content. Option D, none. So the right answer will be the option A, message. Question number 18. In heavy seas, the helmsman should steer the survival craft. Option A, into the siege. Option B, broadside to the siege. Option C, in a series of figure 8. Option D, in the same direction as the siege. So the right answer will be the into the siege. So the right answer will be option A, that is the into the siege. Now question number 19. Distress flares need to be renewed every. So option A, 5 years from date of manufacture. Option B, 7 years from the date of manufacture. Option C, 1 year from the date of manufacture. Option D, 3 years from the date of manufacture. So the right answer will be the option D, 3 years from the date of manufacture. Actually, it also depends upon the manufacturer instruction. So what it is given. So in the manual it will be given. So according to that, you have to renew that whatever the distress flares you are having. So you have to renew according to that. So it is given also in the manual manufacturer instruction and the manufacturer manual. So according to that you have to, but in the general 3 years from the date of the manufacture we generally renew. Now we will see the question number 20. You are in a survival craft broadcasting a distress message. What information would be essential to your rescuers? So the option A, the nature of distress. Option B, the time of the day. Option C, your radio call sign. And option D, your position by latitude and longitude. So the right answer will be the your position by latitude and longitude. So of course, so when you are in the survival craft, so the person who is coming for the rescue you, so you have to uh, they will be identify you by your position of the latitude and longitude only, because nature of distress they cannot be identified, the time of the day also they cannot be identified, your radio call sign also that cannot be identified. So only the your position can be identified by the latitude and longitude. So the right answer will be the option D, your position by latitude and longitude. Okay, so I think this is the today, and this question you just go through again and again, so you don't need to see extra if you watch my video thoroughly. So I think you don't see or you don't look here and there, you can easily take the right answer through if the any question is coming from this clip, so you can easily identify the right answer. So okay, thank you.